Hello friends, welcome to C++ programming video tutorials series. In the previous video tutorial, we started discussing data types in C++ language. In this video tutorial, I would like to discuss how to display size of each data type in C++. We understand how to display size of each data type in C++. In the previous video tutorial, we understood that data type indicates type of data. Data type indicates type of data. Int data type indicates integer type data, that is integer numbers, whole numbers, numbers without decimal point. Float and double data types indicate real type data, that is numbers containing decimal point. Char and wchar indicate character type data, that is a symbol enclosed in between pair of single quotations. Bool data type indicates Boolean type data, that is true or false. Void indicates nothing. Data type not only indicates type of data, it also indicates the amount of memory to be allocated for specific type of data. Data type not only indicates the type of data, it also indicates the amount of memory to be allocated for specific type of data, guys. That is how much memory should be allocated for specific type of data. We know that there are 7 primitive data types available in C++ language. They are int, float, double, char, void char, bool and void. For integer type data, computer allocates 4 bytes of memory location or 2 bytes of memory location. That depends upon the computer word size, guys. In your computer system, if word size is 2 bytes, then it allocates 2 bytes of memory location for integer type data. In your computer system, if word size is 4 bytes, then it allocates 4 bytes of memory location for integer type data, guys. To store and process float type data, computer allocates 4 bytes of memory location. To store and process double type data, computer allocates 8 bytes of memory location. To store and process character type data, computer allocates 1 byte memory location. To store and process void characters, computer allocates 2 bytes of memory location. To store and process Boolean values, computer allocates 1 byte of memory location. For void, it allocates 1 byte or 0 byte memory location, guys. We can display size of any data type using size of operator. There is a special operator called as size of. Using it, we can display size of any data type in our computer system, guys. To the size of operator, we can pass a data type, a data value or data. It returns the amount of memory being allocated for given data type, data value or data in bytes. What it does? It returns the amount of memory being allocated for a given data type or data value or data in bytes, guys. Let's go to code block and understand how to display size of each data type using size of operator. I minimize the word, I double click on code blocks icon to launch the code blocks IDE. You can see that code blocks IDE is launched. I'm going to create one new project. I say file, new project. I select here projects, say console application, say go. Then I say next, I select C++ language, I say next. Then I give the project name, size of operator demo, I say next, say finish. You can see that size of operator demo project is created. I click on the plus sign, I double click on main.cpp to open. You can see that main.cpp file is open. When I say build and run, we know that the program execution begins at main function. Cout displays hello world exclamation mark in the console window. Endl moves the cursor to the next line. Return 0 sends 0 to the operating system, telling that the program has executed successfully, and then the program execution ends. If I say build and run, you see that we got hello world exclamation mark displayed. We are getting this blank line because of this endl keyword, and these two lines of content are displayed by the code block for our understanding purpose. Process return 0 indicates the program has executed successfully, and it is telling us Our program has took 0.235 seconds for execution. It is also telling press any key to continue. If I hit enter, the console window will be closed. The hello world exclamation mark is displayed by the Cout. Cout stands for console output. It is linked to the console window. Whatever value we insert inside the Cout object, it is displayed in the console window, guys. As we want to display size of each data type, I write here instead of hello world exclamation mark, I say size of int is equals to. What happens now? Cout displays size of int is equal to. If I say build and run, you see that it has displayed size of int is equal to. I hit enter to close the console window. Next, I want to display size of int in my computer system. So what I do, after this insertion operator, I use the size of operator. To the size of operator, I pass the int data type name, and then I use again the insertion operator. After this insertion operator, in double quotations, I say bytes, and again I add insertion operator. If I say build and run, it is displaying size of int is equal to. Size of int is returning here 4, and then bytes is displayed. It is telling us for integer type data in our computer system, 4 bytes of memory location will be allocated, guys. I hit enter to close the console window. So that is how you display size of any data type, guys, using the size of operator. I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. Here I say size of float is equal to, and here I say size of float. Size of float is 4 bytes. So if I say build and run, it displays size of float is equal to 4 bytes. I hit enter to close the console window. I am going to copy this line of code, paste down. I say here size of double is equal to, here I pass double. If I say build and run, it displays size of double is equal to 8 bytes. I hit enter to close the console window. Size of double is 8 bytes. I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. Size of char is equal to size of char. Size of char is 1 byte. So I just say here byte. If I say build and run, you see that it has displayed size of char is 1 byte. I hit enter to close the console window. I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. Here I say size of wchar underscore t. Here I say size of wchar underscore t. It is 2 bytes. Size of wchar t is 2 bytes. If I say build and run, it displays size of wchar t is 2 bytes. I hit enter to close the console window. I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. Here I say size of bool is, here I pass size of bool. Size of bool is 1 byte. If I say build and run, you see that size of bool is 1 byte. I hit enter to close the console window. I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. I say here size of void. Here I say size of void. If I say build and run, you see that it is displaying size of void is 1 byte. So that is how you display size of any data type using size of operator in your computer system, guys. I hit enter to close the console window. What I do here, I say Cout. I am going to add one blank line using endl keyword. Endl adds a blank line, guys. Again what I do, I say here Cout insertion operator. In double quotations, I say size of 22 is equal to. I use here the insertion operator. I say endl semicolon. What this line of code does, guys, it displays size of 22 is equal to. If I say build and run, you see that it is displaying size of 22 is equal to. I hit enter to close the console window. As I told, to the size of operator, we can pass the data type name. We can directly pass the data value also. So simply I say here size of, I pass 22, and then I say here in double quotations bytes. I use again the insertion operator. size of 22 returns 4 here because in our computer system for an integer type data it allocates 4 bytes of memory location. We have already seen for integer type data 4 bytes of memory location will be allocated. If I say build and run, it displays size of 22 is 4 bytes. It is telling us to store and process 22. Computer allocates 4 bytes of memory location, guys. I hit enter to close the console window. I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. Here I say size of 3.142. I pass here 3.142. By default, any real type data is considered as double type data, guys. And size of double is 8 bytes. If I say build and run, it displays size of 3.142 is 8 bytes. I hit enter to close the console window. I'm going to copy this line of code and paste down. I'm going to tell to the computer that please consider this 3.142 as a floating point data. Do not consider it as a double type data. How do we do that? In front of 3.142, I write pair of parentheses. Inside that, I write the data type to which I want to convert. 3.142 is now considered as a float type data, guys. For float type data, computer allocates 4 bytes of memory location. So if I say build and run, it displays size of 3.142 is 4 bytes. I hit enter to close the console window. In the upcoming video tutorials, we will understand how to convert one type of data value to another type. Why do we convert, etc., etc., guys. At present, you need not to worry. Okay. I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. Here I say size of character A is, and here I pass the character A. And for characters, 1 byte memory location is allocated. If I say build and run, you see it displays size of A is 1 byte. I hit enter to close the console window. I'm going to copy this line of code and paste down. I'm going to prefix this character A with L. If we prefix a character A with L, it indicates wide character, right? Here I say size of L character A. Definitely we will get here 2 bytes because for wide char, computer allocates 2 bytes of memory location. If I say build and run, you see that size of LA is 2 bytes. I hit enter to close the console window. I'm going to copy this line of code and paste down. Here I say size of true is. Here I say size of true. Definitely we will get here 1 byte. If I say build and run, it is going to display size of true is 1 byte. I hit enter. I can say here size of false is. I say size of false. Only 2 boolean values we have, true and false. If I say build and run, it displays size of false is 1 byte. That means to store and process the boolean value false, computer allocates 1 byte of memory location, guys. I hit enter to close the console window. I hope you guys have clearly understood how do we display size of each data type using the size of operator in C++. In the upcoming video tutorials, we are also going to understand how to display size of non-primitive data types also. We understand how to display size of an array, how to display size of a structure, etc., etc., guys. I think for this video tutorial, this much is enough, friends. I suggest you people to watch this video again and again, understand everything clearly, try this code yourself, experiment with more examples. In the upcoming video tutorials, we are going to discuss more about data types in C++. If you like this video, hit the like button and share with your friends so that everyone will get benefited. For more benefits and be up to date, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.